Hey guys, what is up? Snowflake here, and welcome to a new episode of Football Manager 2020 Lame to Fame. Now, there's a lot of red on this schedule sheet here, but actually we managed to get our second win since we joined Eastbourne, but our first win in a very, very long time. That was after some experimentation of tactics where we tried playing three at the back, and we lost heavily to Concord with my regular formation. Lost 3-1 to Chippenham as well. Benji Agaduno, the only bright spot, scoring a couple of goals. And then we found the tactic we were looking for with a 4-2-3-1. Agaduno scored 2 early goals. We went down to 10 men with 10 minutes to go. We were still able to hold on and beat Hemel Hempstead away from home. So 3 more games coming up on this episode, as we face Maidstone at home, who are third in the table. Then we're away to 6th place Braintree and 16th place Dorking. So yeah, the winless streak is over. Now maybe we can start pushing to get more points in the future. Although we do have some very tough games ahead of us. So Dean Cox is being questioned. Just tell him to pick himself up. So wait, how many games has it been exactly? "11 games that was without a win." Wow. It's pretty crazy. For insecure finances, it's not good. C. Board are satisfied. They're pleased over the win over Hemel Hempstead. They're sad that we lost to Hungerford. Okay, squad dynamics. Dressing room atmosphere is poor, but the players still happy that I'm in charge. Harry McDonald 5 to 8 days out. Okay, let's watch our unused first team players play against Worcester City under 23s. Moyle with a corner for Worcester. Exel, headed away by Shaw. Guthrie on the volley, puts it wide. Jepson free kick. Floated into the box. Rogers heads it away as far as Exel, and his shot deflected off Edwards, his teammate, and goes over the bar. Moyle free kick. Header by Exel, and this time it's gone in, and Worcester take the lead. West corner. Guthrie clears. West has it again. Is Anderson back to West. Cross headed by Diaz, but it's over the bar. West free kick. Just over the bar. Shaw goes long, headed away by Lockett. Anderson to Clark, and he sends it long. Diaz latches onto it. Chance for Diaz. Good save by Headley. Clark gets it back from Mackenzie, goes long. Hendricks is now through. Chance for Hendricks. Good save by Spalding. Last minute, Derry. Back to Mackenzie. Over the top, forward gets to it. I think he's offside. His shot saved anyway, and yes, he is offside. So 1-0 win for the Worcester under 23s. Okay, players that want to be signed. Valued at 7k. Can't really afford you, can I? Okay, so Ferry, remember, picked up an injury on his first match back. He's 2 to 5 weeks out of a groin strain. McDonald just got injured this time. And one of our players made it into Team of the Week. It's been a while, but Benji Agaduna was good enough to make it. This guy is not very good. Norwich beat Southampton, but nothing too surprising there. In the FA Cup. Alfred Mugabo. It's getting worse. Guy's 24, shouldn't have hit his peak already. Not doing well in training as well. Yeah, that's been one signing that's kind of let me down. I thought I was signing an international player there, but oh no, nothing to recommend. Some more FA Cup games. City are beating Chelsea 2-0. United are beating Everton 4-1. Wins as well for Burnley and Arsenal. Pogba's still being linked to PSG. Alright, Dean Cox has praised me for showing faith in him by offering a new contract. Well, you did get a pay cut, to be fair. But I'm glad Dean Cox is signing on. Well, I'm glad for now. We'll see what happens if his form continues to not be very good. Okay, Maidstone favourites. It's not too much of a surprise. Nicky Wheeler, we change him from deep lying playmaker to winger. Blackman to wingback. Play a higher line, I guess. And don't get stuck in. Okay. Let's not give away any red cards and penalties. Thank you very much. Right, TJ Bramble doing well in training. Charlie Walker not doing so well. Disciplinary committee have this morning ordered Andre Blackman to serve a further 2-match ban for his red card. 2 more than what? What was it before? Yeah, suspended for next match, but how long is his suspension? that's not the right one. If I look at schedule, maybe. So he's already suspended for 3 games, and this will be 2 more. It's not appealed because they thought it was right anyway. Okay, let's get into the Maidstone match. So Blackman suspended, Ferry injured. That's at least 2 changes we're going to have to make. And it's going to be James Brighton who will be making his first start since I signed him. He's made 1 bench appearance so far. He'll replace Blackman at left back, and Bramble will come in for the injured Ferry in the middle of midfield. But other than that, we're all the same. Maidstone have got Cole in goal, Pascal, Marshall, Elokobi and Chesmain at the back. Is that the ex-Wolves George Elokobi? Yeah, it is. I remember him from the Premier League days. Alright, we've got Korn holding with Kie and Khan in the middle, McClure and Wisher and wings, not Troy McClure for any Simpsons fans, and Edwards up front with Biddle, O'Halloran, Amaluzor Amaluzor sounds like I'm a loser, Akambi and Allen on the bench. Akambi, a loser. I hope they're both like strikers, and that's like a strike force. Akambi, a loser. Okay, let's hope we can keep the confidence up high and avoid defeat at the very least. Still no shots. Tunbridge have gone 1 down to Braintree, which is good for us. Well, this is one of the most uneventful halves I've ever seen. Oh, but here is a Maidstone corner. I may wish it was still uneventful after this. Edwards will take Marshall's header, and Elokobi somehow heads it over the bar, the veteran, unable to give Maidstone the lead. Yellow card for Gardner. Elokobi with a free kick plays it to Chesmain. Back to Elokobi, he goes long. Edwards flicks it on, but Akuma is able to clear. Korn heads it to Khan. Khan with a floated ball out wide to McClure. McClure gets a cross in, headed away by Adebayo Rowling. Wish it back to Chesmain, who puts in the cross, and the referee is given a penalty for a shove by Gardner on Edwards, and it's also a second yellow card for Oliver Gardner. An absolute disaster as we once again go down to 10 men. That's 2 games in a row, and we've also given them a penalty. Can you say really? I mean, the ball looked like it was heading out for a goal kick anyway. There was no need to foul him. Edwards with a penalty, manages to put it in. Hadler couldn't get down quick enough, and Jonathan Edwards has given Maidstone the lead, and we've got to try and claw it back with only 10 players. Very poor discipline in this squad, and Gardner's a player that I brought in as well, so now Akuma's been booked. He's at risk. Well, 1-0 down at half time. I guess for a team of 10 men, We haven't given away too many chances, but it's far from something I'm happy with. I guess unlucky in the sense that we're down to 10, but maybe we'll get one chance and get lucky, or maybe we'll just keep giving the ball away. Who knows? Maidstone throw right at the start of a half. Chesmain to Khan. Chesmain's cross. Akuma's header away. Wills holds for clearance on, and he's found Wheeler actually, who's managed to keep it in. And here comes Wheeler. Is this going to be our one chance? Wheeler's cross finds Agaduno, but it's disallowed for offside. It's a fantastic finish, but the flag is up. Well, that was our first shot of the game, and we've been denied an equaliser. I didn't know. I didn't think that looked offside, but maybe I'm biased. Ella Kobe's header from Wishart's free kick, tipped over by Hadler. Here comes the corner for Wishart. And Edwards with a header, but he can't keep it down. Hadler goal kick. Header away by Chesmain, flicked on by Khan to Wishart. Here's Khan. Finds McClure. McClure whips in across to the back post. Wishart from a really tight angle has somehow squeezed it in. Dan Wishart doubles Maidstone's lead. And that's surely going to be it. Well, you never know in football, but down to 10 men against a team that's doing a lot better than you usually ends in a defeat. Wishart's throw. Here's Chesmain. Wishart's cross. McClure with a flick, but he can't quite glance it on target. Here's Wills. Goes long. Marshall though heads it away. McClure. Long ball over the top, and Edwards gets onto it. Chance for Edwards, but is saved by Hadler. Edwards will take the corner. Marshall's able to get a free header, but fortunately it goes straight into Hadler's arms. Alright, well, not a good game for Agaduno. We'll bring on Greg Lua to replace him, see if he can maybe get a goal. Elakobi takes a free kick, and there is George Elakobi to make it 3-0. The ex-Prem veteran apparently can take free kicks. I don't remember him taking them when he played for Wolves, but there you go. 3-0 to Maidstone. There goes any hope of a comeback. Amaluzor and Akambi on for Wishart and Edwards. That's at least cheered me up a little bit. Brighton with a long ball has found Lua. Holds it up, plays it back to Cox. Torres. Wills. Cox. Back to Wills. He finds Brighton on the left. Brighton's cross finds Wheeler. Wheeler shoots first time. It's just wide, and that's going to be the first shot of the game. Of course, we had one that was disallowed for offside. That doesn't count. But our first official shot of the game in the 86th minute. You don't tend to win a lot of games when that happens. But yeah, down to 10 men obviously doesn't help. And there it is. 3-0 defeat to Maidstone. Oliver Gardner sent off. Edwards scored the penalty resulting from that red card. Wisher and Elakobi with a brilliant free kick. And George Elakobi picked himself up man of the match, with Agaduno, who spent most of his match offside, not playing a very good game. Well, playing pretty poorly, if I'm being honest. Given his recent form, that's probably disappointing. But yeah, hopefully we'll do better in our future games. I can see Slough were able to beat Wealdstone away, which means they've gone above Tonbridge, who are in the relegation zone now, and only 2 points behind us. And St Albans drew with Hampton and Richmond, so they're 4 clear of us. Oliver Gardner fined half a week's wages for a red card. That's another player that's going to be suspended for our next match. Ian Gale wants to play more games. God's sake, I hate it. You don't fit in with my plans at the minute. I should probably ask to leave. Okay, sure. Transfer request for Ian Gale. Which is a shame, but we've got Gardner, Akuma and Kinderjohn. So we've got a decent amount of cover in centre back, and we've got youngsters who can come in after that as well. No scouting meetings. Okay, under 18s versus Grays under 18s. Let's have a look and see how that one goes. Campbell with a free kick goes long. Derry's able to turn. Chance for Derry, and Benson is able to save it. And now McPherson heads the ball away. Shaw to Anderson. Cross comes in. Berry's header away comes out to Fullwood, who volleys it just over the bar. Derry with a flick on. Here's Cumbers. Loose touch. Derry takes it off him. Derry goes for goal from the edge of the box, but Benson saves and gathers the rebound. Chamberlain's corner. Header by Johnson, tipped over by Platt. Anderson free kick for us, and it comes. And it's a free header by Shaw, and he's managed to put it wide. Hannant to Cockerill, who blasts it long. Farrell will get to it first. No, Adebowale does, but Farrell takes it off him. However, Adebowale is still able to block the shot. Here comes Farrell. Good run down the left. He's put in a lovely cross. Great chance for Stopple. He's closed down, and we get it away. Now throw in Cockerill to Stopple. Puts in the cross. Young's header is blocked by Shaw. Chamberlain's shot is blocked. Farrell goes for it, but it's straight at Platt. And it's going to end 0-0. Okay, Lewis Owen. He's seems alright. 2.5 stars. Let's see if we can get him in. Alright, Torres has gone from highly influential player to team leader, even though he's about to leave, and Adebayo Rowling has gone down to highly influential player. Reduced reputation relevant to the club. Interesting. Okay, scout you. Scout you. Okay. Charlie Walker getting a bit past his peak isn't that great. Sure, we'll just transfer list him. And bring in a new striker. Welcome to the club, Lewis Irwin. I'll have a closer look at him right now. So he's 2.5 current, 3.5 star potential. So once again, even better than what the scout suggested. He's a striker. Good off-the-ball movement, good composure, smart player, not very determined though. Ooh, that could be bad. Fairly selfish, only plays in one position, that's not too bad. Last played for Northampton at a couple of loan spells. Most recently played for St. Neots. Okay, now we're away from home for the rest of the episode and closing in on our match against Braintree. Ooh, Galatasaray beating Wolves away in the Europa League. Love to see it. Aaron Akuma, okay. Alfred Mugabo as captain. That seems like the most bizarre choice ever, because he doesn't even play for us and he's not even that good. Let's see what happens though. And Kane Wills for vice captain. And push higher up. And Bramble, once again doing well in training. Joe McKenzie, not doing very well. Okay. Oh, Footballer of the Year in Turkey. That's an award apparently. Florian Andone wins that. Interesting. Another takeover rumour. Again, has been rubbish though. Okay, so we're going to make 2 changes from a team that lost to Maidstone. It's going to be Kieran Kinder-John replacing the suspended Gardner, and it's going to be a start for Christian Campbell, who will come in for James Brighton at left back. Okay, Braintree have got Crean in goal, James, Weir, Kudiwa and Smith at the back, Osborne, Donovan, Lawrence and Harvey in midfield, with Richardson and Akinwande up front, Deba, Hutchings, Mills, Rawson and Barker on the bench. And hopefully we can bounce back from the defeat and remember one game before that against Hemel Hempstead. Preferably no more red cards this time though. Okay, Braintree throw. It's going to be James to take it. Osborne's able to flick it on, and it's a chance for Richardson. Good block by Kinder-John. Osborne, Lawrence, Donovan finds Smith. Smith sends it across, Richardson's header, and Braintree take the lead in just over a minute. Thomas Richardson with a goal, and it's looking like we're heading back into a slump. Yellow card for Cox. Braintree throw, James, Richardson, Donovan's cross, chance for Akinwande, and Hadler can't keep the shot out even though it was straight at him, and Femi Akinwande gives Braintree a 2-0 lead after 8.5 minutes. This is not making for fun watching. Now a yellow as well for Kinder-John. So many problems. Smith's throw is Harvey. Harvey goes long, Akinwande gets onto it, bursts clear of a defence, chance for free, but this time Hadler is able to keep it out. Lawrence with the corner, Kinder-John heads it away. Alright, a corner. Maybe we could still be in this game. Wheeler will take. Agaduno's header saved by Crean. Okay, Braintree throw, Smith to Harvey. Back to Smith. Here's Harvey. Kudiwa. Tunbridge go 1-0 down against Havant Waterlooville. That's good news. Good tackle by Adebayo Rowling, who clears. But straight to Kudiwa. Akinwande heads it down for Lawrence. Lawrence looking for Richardson and finding him. Good first touch, but the shot is just over the bar. Yellow card for Campbell. Two minutes added on, and after the game started, I'm kind of grateful to go into half-time only 2-0 down. Our performance has picked up a little bit as well, but you can't give teams a 2-goal head start And that's what we've done. Richardson and Akinwande with the goals. Yeah, disappointing, although we said unlucky to everyone. Well, I guess it is Sergio Torres getting the team talk, so he can't tell himself unlucky. It's funny how he listens to himself keenly. Getting a bit worried seeing Oxford City winning. It means relegation teams are catching up with us. Okay, well, this free kick may be a highlight. Torres whips it in. Osborne with a poor touch. Kinder John plays it back to Akuma. He finds Agaduno in the box. He tees up Bramble, but his shot is blocked and Osborne is able to clear. Yellow card for Wheeler, that's 4 yellows. Uh-oh, tight hamstring for Agaduno. That's not what you want to be seeing. Tunbridge have levelled against Haventon Waterlooville, so they'll gain a point on us. We're going to have to bring on Lua, not risk Benji. Another yellow, this time for Akuma. Kodiwa gets one for them. Torres free kick from the right. Harvey's also been booked. Kinder John's header and... oh no, he's been given... it's handballed it. And he's got his second yellow card. We're down to 10 men for the third game in a row. This is ridiculous. Kinder John, the most recent player to get sent off. Ugh. Don't even know anymore. Well, I don't think we're going to be coming back from this one. I mean, we haven't conceded much more in terms of chances, so we're doing alright. Tunbridge take the lead against Haventon Waterlooville again. This is getting a bit worrying. Hutchings on for James. Rawson on for Richardson. Yellow card for Adebayo Rowling as well. That's yet another yellow card. Oxford City go 2 up. Mills on for Osborne. Four minutes added on. And that's probably going to be it. And we didn't concede any more goals after going down to 10 men. But we're going to fall to another defeat. Slough are also beating Billericay. And now we're down to 20th. This is not at all good. I mean, Braintree, I guess, deserve a victory. Stupid second yellow for Kinder John. It's 3 games in a row we've had a red card. And we're not going to win any games if we keep getting players sent off. Although, to be fair, this game we were already 2-0 down. So Richardson and the man of the match, Akinwande with the goals. Dean Cox was disappointing yet again. What did you say to him? We appreciate your efforts. Well, I guess most of the team did alright given we were down to 10 men. Most people unlucky. Okay. So Slough's win means we drop below them into 20th. Tunbridge and Oxford City also both won. So they've gained on us, and now all of a sudden one more loss and we could be in the relegation zone. Which is far from ideal. Okay, only 1 or 2 days for Agaduno. That's at least one positive. He should be back for the Dorking match. Kinder John banned for 1 match. Gets his fine. We got a £500 fine, which is probably pretty big for a non-league team, because we got 7 yellow cards This team just has no discipline whatsoever. Okay, moving swiftly on. So Dorking away. That should be theoretically the easiest game of the episode, but we've lost easy games before. We've lost plenty of games before. Right, let's see how the under 18s got on against Gosport Borough with some highlights. Okay, Bromage to Dunk. Dunk goes long. It's put Gardner through on goal. And Gardner blazes that one wide. Pretty poor strike. Forward to West. Here's Peinado Pitt. Diaz, Anderson. Forward sets up Anderson. Anderson puts that just wide. You got a throw in now. Mugabe to West. Our new captain Mugabe puts in the cross. The ball falls kindly for Diaz, who somehow fails to find the back of the net. What a save by the keeper, to be fair. Peinado Pitt wins it back. Oh, this is the second half. I thought he was going the wrong way for a sec. He plays it through to Diaz, who blazes it wide. That was another big chance. Anderson now with a corner. Manning's clearance, but it falls kindly for Peinado Pitt. It's blocked, but the rebound is put in by Ronnie Hendricks, and we take the lead with just over half an hour to go. Here's Daaf to Bus. Bus with a cross. It's found oh, that's a good shot. Doherty at the back post ties it up. Good strike by, is that Sean Doherty? I think that's how you say that name. Shaw's throw to West. West with a cross. Beanie's header away. Can Derry get a late winner? He sets up Peinado Pitt, but he puts it high and wide. Oh, one more chance in injury time. West corner. Chapman's header is over the bar. Okay, looks like it's going to be a 1-1 draw then. But a decent performance, I guess. Especially Peinado Pitt. Okay, we got Dorking up next. Still no Nigeria under 23 games coming up for us to manage. Hasn't been a game since we won the African Nations Cup. Yeah, I hope so. Much better than the first team, that's for sure. Okay, Ferry's still going to be out for a couple of weeks. Daniel Blackmore is expecting to be loaned out. Who the hell's Daniel Blackmore? No, I didn't promise this guy anything. I think the first team members are Yu-Gi-Oh players. I like that one. That's a good one. Yeah, you'd think they weren't being fined for getting red cards. Like, they so willingly get themselves sent off. Like a handball in the other team's box to get yourself a second yellow. It's just unreal. Alright, Michael West is now able to perform well in his new position, although his stats seem to be going down at a pretty alarming rate. That's probably why he's not playing. Oh yeah, our new captain, Mugabe, has been called up by Rwanda. Has he played for them this season? I don't think so. Well, actually, it's hard to tell because they only signed him recently. Nope. That one. No, he hasn't. Okay. Oh, there he is. Never mind. Okay, he was playing for them anyway. There's probably not that many Rwandan players loaded into the game, so anyone who can play for them pretty much does. I skipped over a pretty sick news headline. I need to go back to that one. Where was it? Social feed. Success left out of Nigeria plans again. I know, obviously I know what that really means, but it's like you're not planning for success? Like, what are you doing? Planning for failure? I know, I just find those headlines amusing. I remember I used to spend like hours going through like a Football Manager funny screenshots thread full of like headlines like that. I'm trying to remember some of them, but I really can't. Gotta go through that again someday. Scout reports. Jack Parter from Tunbridge, 2 stars to 3 stars. Apparently I can get him for nothing. I mean, that's true, they still haven't done that yet. Who is the Nigeria manager? I don't even know. Gernot Rohr, German manager. I mean, I say that surprisingly, like, I am a no-name Turkish Cypriot / English manager. Yeah. Shouldn't really expect success. So who is this guy? Alright, he played some football. Who's he managed? Oh, to be fair, the guy's done his hard time managing like pretty much three other countries in Africa. So I guess that's fair enough. Alright, this guy, Jack Parter. If I can get him for free, then I'll try and get him for free. Alright, Dorking are the favourites to win. Not surprised. They probably, I don't know what the odds are on us getting another red card, but I'd say they're pretty high. Bramble prefers box to box. That's fine. Attacking. We'll try it, I guess. Higher line, apparently. If we're gonna play attacking. Bramble doing good. Phillips doing very bad. It's very concerning the amount of players who are getting under 5 training rating, especially considering they're young players who are supposed to be trying to impress. I just want to get this game done. Hungerford have offered £0 for Charlie Walker, non-negotiable. Guys, do you not see his value here is 2.3k? Like, if you're gonna give me an offer, I like at least something, and at least make it negotiable. That's rude. No. Oh, okay. Tunbridge want nothing for Jack Parter. Fine with me. Let's see. Appearance fee 350. So you're going a bit mad there, bro. You're not worth that much. Yeah, fine. Okay, let's go into team. Okay, so 3 changes from the team that lost to Braintree. So Gardner's back from his suspension to replace Kinder John, who was himself suspended. You've got young Alfie Clark making his debut at left back, although he's already pretty good and he still has a lot of room to improve. So hopefully that should go well, and Cox, who's been playing pretty bad, will drop to the bench, and Greg Lure will get a start at left wing. Okay, Dorking have got Prizibek in goal, Curran, John and El Abd at the back, Benham, Sanderson, Gallagher and Richards in midfield, and 3 up front with McShane, Pryor and Buchanan, with Stedman, Harris, Briggs, Mewett and Gallagher on the bench. Alright, we're hanging just above the relegation zone, so we kind of need to start picking up some results. Okay, Wills loses out, but here's Jake Gallagher to El Abd. Long ball, Pryor's able to flick it on for Buchanan. Gallagher to Richards, who heads it down. Pryor turns and shoots. Good block though. And it'll be a corner for Dorking. In it comes from Benham. Bramble heads it away. Sanderson to Buchanan. Goes for goal. And it's just wide. Richards throw, here's Gallagher, inside for Sanderson, back to Gallagher, whips it across to Benham, Benham shoots, tipped over by Hadler for a corner. Benham swings it in, Bramble heads it away, and Akuma takes it off Curran and Clark is able to clear. Benham free kick, El Abd with a header, but Adebayo Rowling and Bramble headed away. It's come out to Richards. Here's Pryor, back to Richards. Gallagher, shot blocked. Right, not too bad. Unless the highlight continues, of course. Pryor's cross, Akuma with a bit of a wild header away. It's gone out for a corner. Benham will take. Richards keeps it in on the other side. His cross is blocked. McShane shoots, but it's cleared away by Clark. Okay, throwing for Dorking. Benham is giving that straight to Lure though. This could be a chance for us. Torres. Agaduno, Bramble to Adebayo Rowling. Bramble and Wheeler's in some space here, and Wheeler drills in across. Lure at the back post. What a finish by Greg Lure to give Eastbourne the lead after 10 minutes. Our first goal of the episode, and that's what happens when you keep 11 players on the pitch. And for now, that will move us back up to 19th. But they've got a free kick. Benham will take. Great save by Hadler. And Adebayo Rowling clears it behind for a corner. To be fair, it was all Dorking before the goal, so wouldn't be surprised if they tied it up. El Abd's header cleared off the line. Adebayo Rowling, who's been a hero in defence so far, saves us from being pulled back on. What? I don't even know what the word for it is. Anyway, here's Curran. He goes back to Przybyk, or Przybyk, I think is how you say it. It's a Polish name. Bramble wins the header to Torres. Here's Lua, who's done well today. Finds Agaduno, and his shot is blocked. Yellow card for El Abd. Przybyk with the goal kick, and it's gone straight to Wheeler. Wheeler will take it down the right. Cross comes into the middle. Here's Bramble. Back to Wheeler. Lovely 1-2. Bramble has it back. Sets up Torres. Not enough effort on the shot, and Przybyk is able to catch it. But we're starting to actually play like we're worth the lead now, at least. As El Abd gives it back to Richards. Here is Gallagher, Sanderson. Long ball, Adebayo Rowling whacks it clear. Agaduno tries to put off John, he doesn't. John blasts it back up there. Hadler will collect. In fact, he's arrogant enough to control it with his feet instead of pick it up. Long ball by Hadler, Agaduno heads it down. It's cleared, McShane brings it down, but Clark with a good tackle. Akuma plays it back to Hadler. Hadler gets it clear. And Wheeler's done well to put off Richards and get to it first. Nicky Wheeler looking for a cross. Lua comes in late but can't get enough direction on the header and puts it wide. El Abd with a free kick. Adebayo Rowling heads it away. Comes out to Richards. Cross comes in. Pryor's header just over the bar as Tunbridge have taken the lead at Slough, which will put us back down to 20th, right? No, Tunbridge were above us anyway. As Tunbridge go 2-0 up. Bramble to Wills. Here is Bramble. Adebayo Rowling finds Wills. Wills to Torres. Torres went for goal. It's blocked by John and kept in by the goalkeeper. Now a throw in. Adebayo Rowling to Bramble. And back. In comes the cross. Lua with another header. And Greg Lua doubles our lead. And he has been brilliant today. Dean Cox must be watching from the bench, wondering how he's going to get back into this team. Because Lua has scored twice in the first half. And we lead comfortably for once. Well, we were 2-0 up against Howell Hempstead, but that certainly didn't end comfortably. Of course, there's still every chance we'll go down to 10 men in this game too. But Adebayo Rowling sends a free kick long. John heads it though to El Abd. He goes long. Pryor heads it down to Sanderson. Here's Gallagher. Long ball. Adebayo Rowling again heads it away. Sanderson to McShane. Here's Benham. Benham shoots straight at Hadler. I'll take those. Alright, almost half time. Hadler with the goal kick. Richards with the header, but Adebayo Rowling is able to smash it clear. Curran whacks it back. Clark continues the clearing match, and Lua eventually brings it down. That's a lovely pass to find Wheeler and a brilliant first touch. Great chance for Wheeler. Tipped over by Przybyk for a corner. Very nearly a third goal before half time. That would have been great. Still a chance though from the corner. Wheeler puts it into the box. It's missed the head of everyone, and it will run out for a Dorking throw. Alright, well, the Greg Lewis show. Maybe he should be playing more often, as his goals have given us a 2-0 lead at the break. And yeah, great performance so far. more of these and will actually stay clear of relegation this time. That's a nice pass for Wheeler as well. Not a great cross though. Dorking throw, Benham to Sanderson. Sanderson's cross, Pryor's completely open and somehow heads it straight at Hadler. We've got away with that one. Sanderson free kick on the edge, comes off the wall and goes in off of Adebayo Rowling, who's had such a great game so far, but he's going to be credited with another own goal. It's the second one he's had since I took over, and very unlucky, and it looks like this isn't going to be comfortable either. Benham swings in a free kick, it's just wide. Someone tried to head it, couldn't see who. We can't get a comfortable win, can we? But to be fair, we are still winning. Have a throw, Clark to Torres. Here's Wills, Bramble, Agaduno. Slides one in, but Prijabek gets there before Wheeler. I thought that was going to be a goal for sure. He sends it long, Buchanan heads it down, but Torres intercepts it, finds Lua. Clark, under a bit of pressure, goes back to Akuma, who sends it long. John's header away, collected by Wills. What can Wills do with it? He finds Adebayo Rowling, and he switches it for Lua. Lua brings it forward, out wide to Clark. Clark's cross, Agaduno wide open, but the flag's up for offside. For the second game in a row, Benji Agaduno has a goal disallowed. Alright, Slough have got one back against Tonbridge. Can't decide if that's a good thing or not. I don't know what I want that result to be. But Clark's throw for us. Here's Lua. Cross comes in and Prijabek has to punch it. He was completely uncontested. He could have caught it. And luckily his defence can bail him out. And all of a sudden we're left with not many numbers at the back. Here's McShane. Cross comes in. Adebayo Rowling's header away. Richards finds Pryor. Buchanan saved by Hadler, but he was offside anyway. I was going to call that out myself if the linesman didn't. Okay, Hadler goal kick. John heads it away. Gallagher back to El Abd. Richards sends it long. Headed away though by Adebayo Rowling. Gets it back from Wheeler. Bramble. Agaduno. Back to Adebayo Rowling. Holds it up. Plays it down the line for Wheeler. Adebayo Rowling again to Torres. Bramble to Wheeler. Lovely football. Chance for Wheeler. And it's saved by Prijabek. It looked from that angle like it was going in, but actually it was a very good save. And it went well wide. Wheeler with the corner. And Wills, was it Agaduno with the header? But there's a push on Pryor and it would have been a free kick anyway. Benham free kick for Dorking. Header away by Akuma, but Pryor brings it down. Buchanan to Sanderson, who's got space to shoot, and he's equalised for Dorking. A brilliant strike by Jordan Sanderson, and we've been pegged back from 2-0. That's annoying. And we're back down to 20th. And it could get worse here. Benham's throw to Gallagher. Back to Benham. Cross comes in. Akuma heads it away. Comes out to Gallagher. What a save by Hadler. And yeah, Dorking are pushing for more than just a draw here. Benham's corner. Okay, it's going to be a goal kick. Usually when that animation happens, there's some kind of foul, and you always worry that it's going to be a penalty. So Mouet has come on for McShane. Clark with a free kick. Goes long. Agaduno to Wills. Here's Torres. Oh, that's a poor pass by Torres. Straight to Benham. Back to Gallagher. He sends it long. No flag against Pryor. His shot saved. Benham back in there. Richards' header. And once again we escape. Be grateful to hold on to the point at this part of the game. Richards throw. Oxford City are winning again against Welling. Gallagher to Muitz. Hadler saves. Buckingham with a rebound. And there it is, the complete turnaround. Elliot Buchanan has given Dorking a lead with 10 minutes to go. Oh dear. And we're actually... Is that bottom of the league? Damn. After all that hard work and winning a game and then taking the lead. But, okay, Agaduno, that's got to be a second yellow for El Abd. There's a red card. Now we got a little bit of hope. Harris is on for Mewett. Come on. Let's capitalise. Please. Oxford City is still going to win. What was that? You pretended to show me a highlight when you didn't. Yeah, bloody Buchanan. Please do something. Poke. Right, Curran's free kick. Headed away. Akuma to Bramble. There might be one last chance. Here's Wheeler. Just send it long. Do something. There you go. Here's Agaduno. Cross comes in. Lua. Oh. Poor shot by Lua. I mean, you scored 2 goals today, so I can't be too upset at you. But that's just a disappointing end to the game. This guy's going to waste all the time he can. Yeah, that's over. None of the teams above us can do us any favours, and at least we injured their player right at the end. Wheeler with a classic non-league frustration tackle on Richards. Try and break his bones before he comes off the pitch. I mean, you could just blow the whistle, to be honest, ref. Don't know why we threw it back to them in the last minute. There's no time for good sportsmanship. But yeah, that's over. We were 2-0 up at half time and then just completely collapsed. Greg Lua had scored 2 good goals after he got brought in, but the unfortunate own goal from Adebayo Rowling and Sanderson and Buchanan with the winner. They got a red card to El Abd, but we couldn't do anything with it really. They even went down to 9 men for, I guess that was only for a couple of seconds, but yeah, Lua got man of the match. Pryor was the worst player. Disappointing. So yeah, we go to the bottom of the league because everyone... Okay, Tonbridge beat Slough. So I guess it was either Tonbridge winning or Slough winning. Oxford City have somehow managed to find some form and they beat Welling. How many games to go? 5 games to go, really? Oh dear. We're getting to crunch time, but fortunately we have 3 home games in a row. Can the wingers be pulled deeper in the formation? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it'll probably be a good idea. One of them scored twice in this game in the first half, but yeah, clearly defense is a problem. Yeah, probably. Yeah, we definitely could do that. Let's see. So we lost 3-0 to Maidstone. I'm blaming that on the red card for Gardner. We lost 2-0 to Braintree. We were already 2-0 down. Then we got the red card, so I can't blame that too much. And then the unfortunate game against Dorking, where we threw away a 2-0 lead and lost 3-2. But at least we've got 3 home games coming up. Harrington, Waterlooville, Slough and Hampton and Richmond. Slough especially, that's a must-win game. Harrington, Waterlooville are second, and they're fighting for a title, so that's going to be very tough. And it was Hampton and Richmond who are 17th. So winnable games. It's going to be tough, but we must beat Slough. We have to beat Slough. We can't hope for anyone else to get us any favours anymore. But yeah, to anyone watching, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, my Discord link is below, so is all my other social media stuff. I'm going to be posting my schedule for the coming week very shortly, and that'll be in my Discord. You can be notified when I'm going live, etc. But see you later, Alex. I hope you have a good day, and to anyone else watching as well, goodbye.